6 boats, 1 motorized track, every scene from the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, built almost entirely from bulk bin Lego pieces. Welcome to Hand MOC's Pirates of the Caribbean attraction build. This is the one you've been waiting for. If you're an AFOL, adult fan of Lego, a Disney Parks fan, or just someone who loves seeing a custom Lego build come together on a budget, settle in. Beginning in the summer of 2023, this MOC traveled across 3 states. The MOC began in Bend, Oregon, with the track design coming together in Minnesota along the way. By April of 2026, it wrapped up nearly 3 years later in Irvine, California. Over 100,000 Lego pieces, 85% of them, minus the minifigures and base, pulled straight from the bulk bin with no official sets bought for parts. And to our subscribers who stuck with us through the long quiet stretch, thank you. We promise it was worth the wait. Since we finished Jabba's Palace back in 2023, our very first MOC by the way, the question became, what's next? Something small? Something big? Something fun? There were no shortage of ideas. But our favorite scenes from movies and pop culture kept pulling us toward theme parks, and one attraction kept rising to the top. The Pirates of the Caribbean, created by one of the original Disney Imagineers, Mark Davis. This ride opened at Disneyland in 1967 in the newly developed New Orleans Square, one of the last attractions Walt Disney himself oversaw before his passing. It needs no introduction. People have loved this attraction for nearly 60 years. First the ride, then the movie, and then the ride again? The last time we built a pirate town was for Assassin's Creed Black Flag back in 2013. Maybe being a pirate's just in our blood. So we set our course, taking into account planning, cost, scale, design, and all the usual variables. But which version do we build? There are pirate attractions all over the world in various Disney theme parks now. We've been on the Magic Kingdom version in Florida and the original Disneyland version in California. So we landed on a hybrid. From the cave through the burning city, that's the Florida version. The queue and the blue bayou, that's the original Disneyland, because you have to honor where it started. In a perfect world, we'd have built a modular insert to swap between the Spanish Fort entrance and the New Orleans queue, but maybe next time. Modularity was a lesson learned from Jabba's Palace. Every MOC from here on needs a strong base for travel and storage. We started with a small footprint, and then reality hit hard. If we wanted the detail, we needed the space. Truth be told, with more time and budget, we'd have gone bigger, but we still needed to get this thing out the door. Now, the big question. Static build, or do we make it move? The word ride implies movement. Lego has coaster tracks and we had Technic pieces, but how do you actually move boats along the track without blowing the budget? We experimented. A lot. And then a Lego Pacman arcade set from 2023 dropped a chain piece with an extension pin into our hands that completely changed the design. Paired with an affordable Technic-compatible power function kit, motor, battery, infrared remote, we finally had a system that worked, supporting 6 guest boats. One full voyage takes just over 10 minutes from start to finish, and we'll do a full breakdown of the mechanism in the behind-the-scenes video. Lighting was the next wishlist item. Lego lighting kits are getting expensive, and we're a budget channel. Then we walked into a dollar store right before Halloween and found LED light strings for about $1.50 that work perfectly with Technic pieces. We're not pretending it's a pure Lego electronics build. The motor and lights are third party, but every brick you see in the diorama itself is official Lego, pulled mostly from bulk bins and secondhand collections. That's the line we draw, and that's the spirit of the channel. Amazing builds from discarded pieces with a little help to bring them to life and where every piece has its place. If it's in the attraction, it's in the MOC. The skeletons, the waterfalls, the wicked wench, Carlos getting dunked in the well, the auction, the chase scene, Old Bill with the cats, the Yo-Ho A Pirate's Life for Me singers, the poop pirate with his leg over the bridge, and of course, the dog with the keys. However, no ride would be complete without Jack Sparrow. Sorry, Captain Jack Sparrow, who shows up 3 times just like in the attraction, hunting for the town's treasure, and by the ride's end, you know he'll find it. We've also hidden 15 mini-games and Easter eggs throughout the build, inspired by Disney references, movies, and pop culture. See how many you could spot. Every brick has a story, and a lot of the bricks in this build have one that starts at Dakota's Brick Shop in Bend, Oregon, or Bricks and Minifigs in Laguna Niguel, California. We owe a massive thank you to both. Independent LEGO shops are the heartbeat of the AFOL community, and these two went above and beyond, helping us track down rare pieces and dig through bulk bins for hours. If you're local to either, please go support them. Communities like ours don't exist without shops like theirs. So what now? Strip it down for parts? Sell it to a diehard pirate and LEGO fan? Box it up and reclaim the room? We honestly don't know. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, or share for more timely future builds. Keep a weathered eye on the horizon for our behind-the-scenes deep dive as well. We'll break down the motorized track, the SNOT techniques, the planning, the design challenges, and all the decisions that might help your own builds. As always, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.